Hello, and welcome to Temple University's Kornberg School of Dentistry. The American Student Dental Association is pleased to invite you to our second annual Predental Day. This event is a chance for undergraduate students to experience dental school, get your questions answered from students and staff, and try out your hand skills in the preclinical lab. We hope this opportunity helps you to decide if dentistry might be right for you. Through the help of this video, we would like to introduce you to some of the projects you will be working on when you visit the dental school. When entering the lab portion of the day, you will be provided with several items that will be used to simulate activities you will perform during your first semester of dental school. These items include waxing instruments such as the PKT and Hollenbach carver, an impression tray, alginate impression material, a mixing bowl, spatula, a maxillary plaster cast, and 2 Ivorine Typodont teeth. Also, and most importantly, your protective equipment. To begin, we will start by taking an alginate impression of our plaster model. This will simulate taking an impression on a patient. First, fill the graduated cylinder with water and add it to the mixing bowl. Then, add your impression material. Mix the alginate until you have reached a smooth consistency and quickly add it to the impression tray. Place the impression tray with the alginate over the plaster cast and allow the alginate to set. While waiting for the alginate to finish setting, the unused alginate can be cleaned from the bowl and spatula and discarded in the trash can. After the alginate has become firm, the impression can be removed from the plaster model in preparation for making a stone model. The stone model will serve as a duplicate of a patient's mouth, which will allow you to analyze all aspects of the patient's dentition for proper planning and preparation for future visits. Gather all of your supplies prior to beginning the process. Yellow stone will be provided for you in the laboratory. While exact measurements of water and stone are necessary to achieve an appropriate strength stone, for the sake of today's demonstration, we will be using approximately half a bowl of stone and enough water to obtain a stone consistency similar to sour cream. When you have reached the desired consistency, you can now begin to pour your model. You may employ the use of a vibrating table to assist you when pouring the model. This will allow the stone to flow easily into the very bottom of the impression and also release any air bubbles that may be trapped in the stone. After the impression has been filled with stone, you may then move on to creating a base for the model. Use the excess stone to make a small mound on your bench top. Take your impression tray with the stone and quickly invert it onto the mound. You are now ready to move on to your next project while the stone sets. Remember to clean up your supplies before moving on. Uh-oh. It looks like dental student David was going to pour his extra stone right down the drain. Always remember to discard your extra used materials into the trash receptacles before cleaning your supplies. The next project we will be working on is known as waxing. The purpose of waxing is twofold, and the importance of this skill for a dentist cannot be understated. The first goal we achieve with waxing is learning the proper anatomy of each individual tooth. While every individual has slight variation among their teeth, for the most part, all teeth follow the same general anatomic forms. It is very important to know the particular anatomy for each tooth. We know from basic biology that form determines function. The second purpose of waxing is to develop one's hand skills necessary to perform intricate dental procedures. Today, we will be waxing tooth number 8. You will be given 2 ivorine typodont teeth for today's project. In dental school, the typodont will become your best friend. It is a simulation of the ideal adult dentition. It consists of ideal tooth anatomy, number, and an ideal occlusal scheme. One of the teeth you will be given has a small piece missing, simulating a fracture. You will be waxing up this tooth to match the complete tooth you were given. You will start by adding sticky wax to the surface of the fractured area, followed by adding your choice of colored wax to incrementally build up the surface of the tooth. You can use the PKT waxing instrument to heat the wax and add it to the surface of the tooth. After you have added wax to your satisfaction, you can then begin to create a final shape and contour with your Hollenbeck carver. When you have finished your wax up, it should closely resemble the intact tooth you were given at the start of the project. When you are finished waxing, you can return to the stone model and remove it from the impression. Proceed to trim your model on one of the model trimmers in the lab, as demonstrated in this video. We hope you've enjoyed your experiences at Pre-Dental Day and invite you to ask any remaining questions that you may have. We would like to thank all of our sponsors and everyone who has helped make this event possible.